Hello there and welcome. It is time for another Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Report, and this time I'm doing a little experimenting. Um, on one side we have a Republic list with Obi-Wan Kenobi, seeing if this is a kind of defensive Kenobi list that I like, involving Mundi, because of course, um, why not? He's uh, very flexible primary, and can elevate a lot of lists. And on the other side, we have an experiment with Krennic. So trying to test out something other than pairing with Grand Inquisitor. I do still want to keep some refresh in the list, so we're trying out Fallen Master, who also may be decent at getting some wounds to set Krennic off. And so to fill this out, we've got Moff Gideon, who's also going to be adding dice to the melee attacks, and the ISBs, who have, for 3 cost, they have pretty good access to shoves as well, which I like. And so we'll see how this list feels. The Empire team won the roll-off, so we're going to go with Never Tell the Odds, and Republic is getting the bad flop. So that will be maybe seeing part of the disadvantage that Republic, at least the Jedi-focused Republic lists, suffer on odds, but we shall see. And we're getting Darth Vader Fallen Master, who's kind of on the wrong side of the board here. He does get a dash move. Could do dash move Hunker, but we're losing his refresh. The only ingress point where you can really, like, I think the dash and move could get us here, but then you would hunker and be at the wrong elevation to steal that point. So, I mean, maybe that's a future turn, but I don't think that's what we want right now. So, let's put him in reserve and see who's next. A Shatterpoint, that's just not bad. We'll see how far you can get. Gets a free dash. Well, you know what? We could advance here and then use the dash after to get over here. Could even take a shot at Rex before he gets to go. Yeah, go there, just within range 5. Take 7 dice shot at the commandos. Now there's the possibility of them getting a reposition off this, but not off of 2 expertise. That'll be 4 blocks. Ooh, down to 1. Okay, so do we want to do the shove or get a damage through? You know what? We'll give them a shove. Just make their life a little more difficult. And after that roll, do we do a 5 dice into Rex? He technically has worse defense currently. Does have good access to heals though. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that. Spend one for Imperial Brutality and pop up the Ingress point to kind of King of the Hill it here. And we'll hold 3. They'll hold 1 and pass it back. They're getting Rex. Rex could definitely get him off that. Also steal that. Can't really get anyone anywhere useful. But let's see. I don't think the dash is quite enough here. I really should have put the squad with Wrecker on this side. I was thinking about Obi-Wan's jumps for this side of the board, but I think if Wrecker was here, oops, that we might have, yeah, been able to get him there. Well, I think we definitely have him go take that point. It's a matter of who do we dash? Maybe dash deck Wrecker. Oh, he doesn't really. I don't know that he is the one stealing that point. Yeah, maybe we dash and hunker the commando. Give him a little more threat range. Get the hunker on there. And then he's going to use defensive maneuver. And we can attack. Crits. 3 hits. 4 blocks, so 2 crits will get through. We do get the double shove. 1 damage. Let's see. Definitely get him off of that. Do the follow up. Shove him again. Follow up. And then we will move and sit up here with our hunker. we'll score 2. Pass it back. Do we go with Vader now? Try to take that. Someone could just walk down there and take it, but let's see. Yeah, and then, yeah, take the ingress. There. Wonder. So we could go that way. I don't think he's within 3 to pull here. Yeah, okay. Alright, refresh the force. Ooh, that a bit spicy. Yeah, it would have had to be at the elevation. And take that. For 3. Mundi. So give Obi-Wan a dash, which I think, oops. Get him to the ingress point. Yeah, up there, so we'll protect that. I think he's got to go after Vader, because we're gonna need the force push to deal with him. So you get the dash because he dashed a Jedi, and he's gonna move. We can do the attack just to see what happens, see if we need the force push. Yeah, it's 1 shove on that side. More dice, but yeah, lots of shoves on that side. So I think we stick with that. 7. We can coordinate fire damage off of that. Or pin. Sunker. Hmm. Yeah, let's coordinate fire in from them. And then he's rolling 5. Ooh, 4 expertise. Be 3 crits, so 4 crits and a hit. We're getting 4 blocks, 5 blocks, and a damage, so do damage back. 4 crits getting through. Jeepers. So we can do 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage. Down to 4. 2 shoves. Disarm. So I think we need the 2 shoves to get him. Oh no, he's off, but still. We're gonna do that. Do follow up. Yeah, I think so. Follow up once at least. Be able to threaten other things. Give him another shove. But sit there. That we take that. Didn't need the force push, so we can save some force there. And they'll get 3. Death Trooper Specialist, so could get. Thing is, yes, we can get Rex off of there, but then he sheds his hunger and goes back on. Yeah, we're gonna have to get doing some wounding here, I think. What are the other options? I don't know that anyone else is getting here right now. Maybe the ISPs, but I don't think they can quite do the hunker thing that he did. There's no way we fit there. Could dash, give him a strain. So dash. You know what? Yeah, if you shove him this way, then a dash isn't going to get him back up. So he's within 5. He is within 5. And I can do the supporting fire first to get myself back up there, so that works. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Totally fine. Alright, so he's gonna take a shot. 7. 7. 2 crits, that's good. 4 hits. Get blocked. So 2 crits. We got the double shove to shove him off. Potentially. No. Nope, I needed a better angle on that. Yeah, I guess I should have done. Let's see. Yeah, if I did the move to there, that'd have worked. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I should have done that. Okay. So there's the one shove. Supporting fire from the Death Troopers gets him up. We did get 2 damage through. I do think that we want to shed the hunger, get rid of the strain. Dash isn't going to matter too much. Could threaten that point, but yeah, kind of already threatening it with the potential Shatterpoint turn. Because no one else is really going to move him, is the thing. But we'll sit range 2 here. So we can threaten some more points. Be out of the way in case someone can shove him off. Although commandos aren't going to do that. So anyway. Do we want to move somebody up? Only move a support. I do think we need to threaten this point, so let's dash him that way. Spend a force for Imperial Brutality. And we'll score 3. Shatterpoint. Realizing this list is a little bit stuck when it comes to 2-point plays. We could, well, Mundi could dash, move. Can he get within 3 to force push? I don't know that he can even, yeah. I don't think he can get over here and also force push. And, like, the angle doesn't work to get him out of contesting range. And another problem I'm having with this list is that no one on this side can really go for that point. Rex can take that and or push someone off that, push him off that. Process. Some damage into either Krennic or the Death Troopers. It doesn't have strain on his tree. They could defensive maneuver, hunker move to get to that point. Get one of them up there, but then they'd probably just end up wounded. Yeah, they take that back really easy. This is the difficult spot for them, so if you move him forward and then he's threatening that point. Still on that one. Hunker. We're going with Rex here, by the way. And he will just shoot. 7. Into 5. Ooh, 4, 5, 6. -5. Ooh. 1 getting through, but we do get a shove, which can get him off of it, but no damage. And then really trying to king of the hill it here. Then we go. Have we really only spent 1? Yeah, I guess it was just him and him who didn't spend his force. Okay. So we'll spend 1. He'll become hunkered again. Defense maneuver up here. And then he will hunker again. Double up would be a real pain up there. And flip that for 3. ISBs. So one of them can definitely get in the range of Mundi. It's got crit mitigation. He can do some damage back. Potentially. But probably only takes 1 shove to get off that point. Yep. So that's interesting too. If you could get up there and shove him down. Yeah. Anyway, we'll go with the ISBs. We're gonna start with a move. He's gonna go to the ingress point, up. And he is going to go there. Yeah, he is hunkered, so he could just dash back up the ingress point there. If we do push him down. But maybe we can pin him. Yeah, we could potentially get off the expertise, get the pin and shove. So anyway, it's worth a try. So yeah, we're gonna spend 1, take damage for the focus. Move. Engaged. So yeah, maybe, well, I don't know. Might need 2 shoves to get that point, but anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, pin shove doesn't even matter. Anyway, we'll get him. Have to shed the hunker, I guess, at least. Anyway, let's start with the. Yeah, he's gonna dash there. Start with the Adi Mundi one. So we're rolling 8 because of focus and impact, and then 9 because of Moff Gideon. He's going to do Force enhanced reflexes, probably do 3 damage back. Yep, there's a fail. 6 in melee. Ooh, 5 expertise. So we'll get the shove for sure. Crit 3 damage. Or crit 3 hits. 2 blocks, so 2 getting through for, yeah, 2 damage pin shove. Perfect. That's exactly what we want there. Now, if we attack him, he could dash over here. Think about that. Prevent the flip. And he needs a double shove in order to get in range of that point. So I wonder if it's better just to not. I mean, that attack technically could have had a double shove. I was in a 6. He would be 7. Just turning crits down. Yeah, I think that's too risky. So we'll take our 1 point flip for 3. Bit of a stalemate happening here, but we'll see who's going to be able to push it. Wrecker. Definitely go hit the ISBs. Getting a dash. And yeah, I'm not even really considering the reserve because of Moff. Already in range. I don't know if I can really. Well, yeah, I could probably shove them that way. But okay, maybe we do. Why is that sticking there? Maybe we do the dash so we're not engaged, and then do a move. Oops. See over to here. See if that could work. Yep. And then hit him. Crit hit. So 2 crits, 3 hits, 3 blocks. So 2 crits getting through. So no shove. So I guess just pin 3 damage. We don't have an action to do another attack. It'd have to be ranged as well. I wasn't sneaking. We'd have to get 4 results on 5 dice, 50-50. That's not good. I mean, do we spend 1 for it? I thing is, nothing's getting wounded, so we don't even have discounts for our Jedi here. I doubt that we can go with Adi Mundi again. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do there. Tying up the point. Alright. Well, I guess that's just 2 for Wrecker. Maybe not the best play there. I thought, I mean, I did need 2 shoves. I thought he'd at least get 1 through there. But, yeah. I don't think I didn't totally think through the likely results on that one. We're getting Krennic. What's Krennic gonna do? He can. Whoa. Probably. Yeah, get within ingress point there. Here. What are you doing? Okay. He's going there. He's in arrogance. So we will give a Death Trooper a dash and 5 dice attack. And a hooker. An 8. 4 hits. Will definitely be 4 blocks. Yep. So nothing on that. That's okay. Then we will flip into high aspirations. Range 4. Don't know that we'll shove him off, but we'll see what happens. So it'll be 8 on 8. So 6 results, 2 of them crits, so just the 2 crits are gonna get through. We can do the double shove. Let's see. Steadfast is gonna block 1. Take the follow-up. And then, yeah, this isn't gonna get him off either way, so just do he's close enough to dash there, so we'll do the 3 damage. And use supporting fire to dash into contesting range. Yeah. About there. Let's go with. We're not going to shove them off, so whatever. Kind of hide behind the rock. High aspirations. We will flip that for 4. Alright, that is going to flip back on their turn. Have to work towards wounding Rex. 2/12. So they can definitely walk up and take that. Maybe do some wounding in the process. We're going to spend 1 to dash. Do have to be able to see him or to shoot. So this one's going to shoot first. So it'll be rolling 6. And coordinated fire at damage. For range. So 3 expertise, a crit, and a hit to crit. So basically 3 crits getting through, 2 damage, and pin is 3 damage. And expose, they are wounded. So that'll take that point already. Might as well the other shot go into Vader, I guess. He's got 5. Protection and steadfast, but we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, shove. Doesn't really do much, but we will follow up. I don't know if that takes us in range. No. Okay. But yeah, he's shooting Vader. So hit to crit, so 4. Jeepers, 4 crits getting through. Okay. 1 does a damage back. And they're gonna full tree that. So 6 down to 5. Pin. Shove gets blocked, expose. Pin does another damage. That will wound him as well. And that's not what the Empire team wants to see. Interesting. Okay. They did. Yeah, I could follow up on the shove. I think we kind of want to leave him here so that Obi-Wan can run away later. This one's gonna move basically here. Be close enough for that? Yeah. Be there. Alright. We did get a hunker there. So we'll flip that one, which is only for 2. Get another momentum, but 3 momentum in that turn, technically. Not bad. Moff Gideon. No one's around to dash. Let's see. Kind of needs to hang around here so that Obi-Wan doesn't steal it. Can he just body block that? I don't know. Death Troopers, yeah, they can't really do anything. Dash forward. Yeah, you might just have to climb and try to body block this spot. Don't know. Yeah, I think Obi-Wan's gonna be able to melee. Get into melee here. Move, jump. Yeah, even if we have him engaged, he could just jump out. But what if... Does he have any movement on his tree? No. It'd be cool if he did. Because yeah, if he popped up here, he's able to move over. That would be a fun steal there, but I don't think that's happening. Can we set anything up with the Death Troopers? It would take 2 damage. Reposition, what would that do? Oh yeah, that goes back to them, so that was 3 points. Both get a momentum. Right. Yeah, that's not good. Hold up. Yeah, we need to take that point back, so we need to reserve him back up. Yeah, he was there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Rex flipped that back. So they got 3 points. Both sides got a momentum. So we need to reserve Moff and go with the Death Troopers and attempt to wound. We need to do 4 damage to Rex in order to take this point. So lose their hunker, spend a force. We need to get the wound, so we're not gonna... I mean, we might double shove him, but probably not. So I think this one's just gonna kind of go forward. This one's gonna get his angle, get in line of sight, range. This one's gonna shoot first. So 7 into 8. Ooh, that is 2 crits, 5 hits. 4 will be blocked, so 3 getting through for 4 damage and pin. So he will shed his hunkers to get rid of the pin. But what are we going to do here? Do we move off the point? But then they just move on. Yeah, no, I think he stays there. And what's the other one do? Is he in range to shoot? He is in range to shoot him. Okay. They do have a hunker, but that's fine. 7 dice into 7. Yeah. Just 3 blocks. And crit hit. So 5. 3 of them are hits, so 2 crits get through for 2 damage and pin down to 1 damage and pin. They're coming up next, pretty much. So I could actually use that. Yeah, remove the hunker, remove the pin, and you can actually dash him forward. It's just character in the unit. And then we still have an action left. So we could... Did I mark that? Oh yeah, you got a momentum, support, so we can't have Krennic do his thing, but no force either. Yeah, I think we're gonna have him pop up here, just in case we can affect this point. The other one is just gonna pop up. Well, we could climb, so yeah, we'll be over here protecting this point. So flip that for 3. We need the 3/3 to finish this off with the momentum here. Commandos. We don't want to spend 2 force to reserve them, even though Kenobi would get his jump. Commandos, can they both get over here? To outbody that point. We're not going to be able to shove them off. Yeah, we're not going to wound either. So, yeah, I think spend 1 for defensive maneuver. Don't want to be engaged. I need to do the move action second. But we need to not be in range there, so hunker. He's got a hunker not in range, so go kind of this way. And then, yeah, okay. Is he gonna make it? Ooh, it's gonna be close. He definitely makes it. Double hunkered. He'll pop up. Ooh, I don't actually know. There's also room for both of them. Where was he? Could he have... Yeah. He could have climbed. And, ooh, this guy's gonna have to stretch. And... Ooh, I don't think that's gonna be close enough. Dang. Yeah, because of the way Specialist was positioned, they had to go a little bit sideways in that. That screwed that up. Or threatening it. I mean, if somebody, yeah, as soon as somebody moves them, it's taking it. Ugh, but not, again, not quite getting that flip is not great for them. They do get the momentum and don't give that momentum, but Moff's not going to be able to do anything really. Unless he comes over here and shoots him. Tries to get a wound. I mean, he needs to do 7 damage. We could get in melee maybe, but anyway, let's see. Oops, Moff. Can he dash to the ladder? No. Yeah, so I think with Kenobi about to go, we just dash, climb, try to protect this point. He's going to be able to move, then jump, go here. Take the 3, shuffle. Pass it back. Kenobi ditches the hunker. Moves. Jumps. Gets the extra 3 dice. Unless we get a crazy roll here, should be able to push Moff off here. So we're gonna roll 10. No coordinated fire. Should he have flipped? Yeah, I know a melee attack's coming. We'll do, yeah. So 6, 3. Oh, and 2. So that is a crit. And 4 hits. We're getting 4 blocks. But I think, yes, he does have a shove on 1. Luckily for him. 2 damage. And yeah, 1 shove, which will do it. So there. Take the follow-up as well, which we should measure the angle. Yeah, he's fine. Follow up there. Flip that for 3 and momentum. And refresh. Okay, back to the Empire. Fallen Master. Okay, well, we could definitely flip a point. If we flip 2, that would be pretty cool, but I don't think that's happening. Do we try to nuke the 212th on our way? At least, well, yeah. Yeah, we can't change the math on that, fortunately. Yeah, we refresh, well, yeah, we don't refresh anything. It costs 3 to pull him if we got around there somehow. And then push him off. Yeah, I think the safest is just go for this. So, problem is, if we sit here, well, we could shove and then dash over. Yeah, okay. So, go over here and hit the 212 with, oh yeah, so wake up, get rid of the pin, tactic, get rid of the disarm. It'll be 8 dice because of Moff. D5. Oh boy, 6. It's 7 and a block to fail. That's gonna be a full tree. They have 7 health left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or, yeah. 8 and strain. Of and follow up. Actually, we should put them that way for the follow up angle because we do want to be getting on the proper elevation here. Strain. Okay, double shove. Well, yeah, there's steadfast, so yeah, okay. And then, yeah, we can definitely take that up. And so he's going to be a good body to get a King of the Hill at that point, even though someone can stand here and contest, but that gets us 3, and oh, actually, that was a wound by a secondary. Yeah, if Krennic attempts to attack them, they could dash up, so we don't want that. Rex isn't hunkered, so that would be a good time to push him off, so that we could take that. But that also opens up the opportunity for someone to somebody else to pop up there. He could dash over here and then attack them. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, why not? We'll spend 1. We do kind of want. Do you want the crit or? I mean, you're probably getting 1 expertise anyway, so we could do just melee over here. So we're body blocking. And we've got 2 people there, so they can't take that point for sure. Do it in melee, so only get 1 extra die for 5. Two expertise, 1 block, 1 crit getting through. They're steadfast and protection, so nothing. Alright. Well, protected that spot anyway. So we. Did I mark the momentum? Yeah, we've hit 0 a couple times. Yeah, add a momentum and 3. Because, yeah, we would need 4 and the momentum to finish it. Back. Record. They're not. They're not going to flip anything. I mean, he could come up here, but there's no way he's. Yeah, there's no way they're double shoving to get him off. So I think we have to eat the reserve here, or are we just giving up on this struggle? We might have to, because I don't think there's any way that we flip 2 points. It's 2 to 1 here. I'm gonna shove them off. Probably. I doubt you're getting a wound either. Yeah, I just really don't think. I mean, unless the 2/12th come up here, they could take 1 point. He wakes up. Yeah, there's no way you're flipping 2. So it's going to, well, 3 and 3. Yeah. I think Wrecker just prepares for next struggle at this point. Could, because they're wounded. Could do a dash. Not within one. We'll do a climb. Or no. Do another dash. To here, be contesting both. Wait, that was a move action, so it doesn't have to be a dash, but we'll get some damage onto these Death Troopers. You know what? Yeah, let's do the climb. And then, yeah, do an attack. 6. Yeah. So 2 crits getting through. Again. 3 damage down to 2, and pin. Pin's not bad. But that will be their exciting turn. Where we actually let them take a point. And only get 1. Because of the Death Trooper. But we lost this struggle, so set up for next one. Shatterpoint. Yeah, I think we shuffle that back. Krennic. Not horrible. Let me just focus. Focus and attack the commando. No, maybe we moves that were able to potentially go a few different ways here. So attack him, it'll be melee. Still our point, so just 6. That'll be 2 hits for 5 minus 3 is 2 for 3 damage down to 2. We're going to do the double shove to push him off. That's just the shove. Yeah. Now we'll do the damage. And yeah, just leave it like that. And take the struggle. So, struggle 2. Wrecker is going to have this one. Death Trooper is going to have this one. And then we are basically deciding between this and this. The thing is, if Rex doesn't wake up and it takes 2 to reserve because of Moff, then this will be Empire's Point as well. So I think we have to go this way, even though, like, whoever gets drawn can just go grab it. But, like, most of the squad is over here, like, Vader, an ISB, and Moff Gideon all over there. So they're kind of not great options either way, but I mean, Krennic just takes that point no matter what. You know, even if Rex is there, and then yeah, I feel like Specialist and Krennic versus, and then a Death Trooper versus Rex and Commandos also doesn't go well. They're close to being wounded. So anyway, I think we'll try this side and see what happens. It should be active. Okay. So we'll see who we get. And it's Obi-Wan. So, ooh, and what's cool about Obi-Wan is, I mean, it would cost 2 to reserve, like I said. I don't think he makes it, though, actually. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that would work. Okay. Alright, so we won't pay 2 to reserve. He will get 3 heals, which don't matter, but then jump, so we'll take that point anyway. Let's... Okay, priority's that one. Wrecker's already getting it. So we just have to deal with this one. Commandos. Well, we can't reserve them. So they're going to lose their hunkers. They just have to get there. So that's fine. I might actually stick one on each of these points just to get somebody at the proper elevation. So pay 1 to defensive maneuver, get our hunker back. Doesn't have to make it all the way there, but I think you will anyway. This one's going to go that way. And we'll need a move action. Yeah, gets in there. We'll just center him on that. And as long as we're within 5, well, we can shoot this guy anyway. Yeah. So I think they'll both take some shots at the Death Troopers. So they're already pinned. B6 into 5. Straight 4 hits. 2 blocks. So 2 get through for 2 damage, double up on pin for 3, down to 2 because of protection. That one's gonna do it again. Crit. 3 crits. Getting through. So that'll be, we could do 5 down to 4, or, yeah, 4 down to 3, and strain. That'll get a wound on them. Momentum. Do we spend one for challenging the odds? How quickly do we want to wrap this one up? Just going 4 could make it 5. I don't think we need to. Yeah, I don't think we need to go that hard. We've already got maybe 2 away. Well, if they wound commandos, that gets them 2 points back. You know what? Yeah, let's make sure we get the struggle. So we'll move it 1 from challenging the odds, and then we will score 4. All right. So, how do we like our positioning on this side of the board? Do we just give them a struggle? Do we... let's see. Death Troopers. Good to get them back up. They could definitely just, like, wake up, kill those commandos. Yeah, score 3. It's not a bad activation. We'll get rid of this terrain, I guess. He does have to move first. Move. Pretty early in the deck for these guys to be using so much force. Don't have access to heals. Better to be in melee though. So yeah, we'll spend 2 for the tactical advance. Let's see. Yeah. He'll shed the pin. He will move. And then they will move again. Yeah, pop down here. He will pop down here. Seven on 5. Ooh, that is 6. Minus 3 is 3 through. So we could get 4 damage down to 3 and pin. And let's see if the other one finish him off. Seems likely we need 1 damage. Well, 2 damage. Which might have been a reason to, well, no, because then it would have, yeah, it would have been the same either way. We're getting 2 crits, that'll work. The reposition will shed the pin, but they're only getting 2 blocks. So 6 will get through. Okay, we'll throw the disarm on. Reposition is going to get rid of the pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to 4. Get the wound. Can do a shove through steadfast. Do they want to heal and move? Does it really matter? Get rid of that. Get rid of the disarm. Why not? They're kind of not bad where they are, though. And yeah, I don't think we want to pay the last one for that. Challenging the odds. We'll score 3 momentum. Let's see how things are going here. Obi-Wan could go, but he's on a point that needs to be held. Rex. We're not going to be wounding the Death Troopers for sure. We can probably push him off, but there's no way we're wounding. Everybody's wounded here. So I think we'll give Wrecker the dash. See, Wrecker's not being super impactful in this game because they were already protection and steadfast. Just going to cost us 2. Anyway, we'll give Wrecker the hunker and dash. Then we will move. And I think we'll shoot first. Let's see if the follow-ups get us there. Two blocks. Should be able to get something through that. 3 crits. 3 hits. 4 steps. So that's either 6 damage, expose and shove, or down to 5, or 3 down to 2, 2 shoves, pin, 2 heals. I think we need the 2 shoves to get onto the point, and also him off of the point. So I think we will have to take the bottom. Not that we need him off in order to take it, but make it more difficult to take back. We're gonna on there. We're doing pin 2 damage, 2 heals, which don't matter. We don't have to use our last 2 force to get him on there, so that works. Take 3. Pass it back. ISBs are gonna wake up. One is here, one is there. Interesting. Let's see where the priority is. Block. Oh, we don't have the force to get them both over there. But one of them could definitely go over there and hit Obi-Wan, who's not hunkered, so yeah, he's not gonna get back on there. What's the other one gonna do? That's kind of a mess to deal with. Hmm. Just keep them 2 there. So their base dice 6, yeah. It's a 1 shove, but I mean, if we don't win this struggle, that's also not horrible. We'll move him there and move him still on point. And do this tag first. Gets an extra one from Gideon. Oh yeah, got rid of that. And that'll be 6 dice. Do the one with Obi-Wan first, to 6. 3. 3 hits and a crit. That might not get anything through. 4 blocks. The 4 expertise is 4 blocks and a crit to fail. So that will do nothing. Let's see what we do to Adi. Oh, I need 1 more die there. What was it? It's an expertise that didn't matter, but the extra crit might have done something. Yeah, expertise doesn't matter. So it was just 1, I think. I think. Yeah, if it was 2, then we would have got a shove, but we're gonna say that it wasn't. So 6 dice, because yeah, he's not on an active objective that is not controlled by me. Is that the same result? No, I didn't roll him yet because I didn't check. He does have 6 dice though. Ooh, straight 4 hits. That is 2 blocks. So 2 get through. Now we get the shove. 2 damage. Could double up on pin to make it 3 damage. Gets him to 6. I mean, the 2 from Imperial Detention isn't gonna wound him, but close. Yeah, sure. Okay. So we didn't get that. So only 1 and a momentum. Pass it back. Don't mind the positioning on that. Now we're gonna get it. Well, we should roll for priority. Yeah, we're gonna get it. So, do we try to just nuke these exposed ISBs. Or go with someone else. Do we want to save Obi-Wan? I mean, that's a point I want him sitting on and holding, so I think we will go with Obi-Wan. And we'll focus for 8 dice. Let's see if we can just one-shot these guys. They are exposed. 5 dice. Ooh, 2 and 2 is 3 crits and a hit. That'll be 4 blocks, so 3 crits get through. We could shove. Does a double shove get them off? Be 4 damage. 4 damage, double shove. Oh yeah, the shouldn't count the expertise, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. Should get them off. Yeah. We'll take 1 follow-up just to be more of a pain. Keep that. Score 3. Take the struggle. And it is that. Okay, so the Empire is deciding between that and that. Krennic has gone. He's sitting right there. But yeah, if we make it that one, like they've got nobody in this area. Commandos have gone, Rex has gone. Basically just Wrecker. So yeah, I think we're going with that one. Secondaries, 2. And that way, everyone over here can just deal with Kenobi on this point, while these 2 just hold down this one, which are going to be more of a pain to take. So, go for party, block, Krennic's point, Shatterpoint. Well, Moff Gideon could just walk up, take it. Seems pretty good to me. Wonder if these. No, they're not within 4. He's within 4. Yeah, so get rid of the pin. I think that's the play there. Right. Oh, he has gone already. Do we use Vader? So you could walk over. Well, it would cost. We don't have the force to just pull him off. Dash doesn't get him there. Yeah, I think as much as it would be nice to have Vader there, we can't guarantee that he pushes Obi-Wan off. But I mean, it would be 3 points. Then he's a hard, difficult body to get off of it. It would at least be tied. And then Moff's still in the deck. 2 cards and Moff's in the deck. Death Trooper Specialist. Yeah. Yeah. And he can clearly expose. Pressure Force. Which he's not going to end up using. Dash. move like here. Have a good angle for pushing him off, hopefully. We'll get an extra. Do we? Yes. We get an extra die because we don't control it. So that'll be 8. And Obi-Wan gets 6. Five expertise. What is that? 2 crits, a block to fail. 3 expertise, 2 blocks, crit to fail. So, I think we're getting 1 crit through. Let's do the math here. So, turn a crit, the 2 and a block down. So he's got 3 blocks. So that blocks the 2 hits. A crit to fail. That blocks 1 of the crits. So yeah, we're only getting 1 shove, 1 damage through. Is it gonna be enough? Probably not. What angle do we need? I think there are ladders in the way. Yeah, like that. Oh, that might get him off. It does, just barely. Okay. Okay, thank you, Vader. It is a 4-point turn. Boop. So, there we are. See if they can. And of course, they've gone with Kenobi now. Almost kept it though. 2/12. I don't think that's what we want. I mean, they can run over there, but wounded ISB on the way. That's the priority point over there. Secondary units. Oof. Yeah, it would cost 2 to move them both over there to get that point. Yeah, the whole, literally everybody except Obi-Wan is like in this middle central line. This is very much not positioned for this struggle. There's no way I could double up and take that, but Moff's gonna go. It'll cost 2 to reserve them though, because of Moff. This team really just like chokes you out. Man, what are we gonna do? They move, they take 2 damage. They're waking up anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they wound the ISBs or not. We gotta get them there, so I think we gotta do the defensive maneuver. Make sure we flip a point at least. They are going to take 2. Dashing away from the ISB. Could try to pin Moff. He's already just 1 move away. Well, let's see what the attack into the ISB does first. I don't think there's any point attacking Vader with them. So we'll shoot with 6 into ISBs for crit, hit to crit. So that's 3 and 2. It's 2. So 3 gets through. for 2 damage, pin, shove, and expose. So that one's gonna have to shoot him too. Shove doesn't really matter. Into the board. Gonna do a follow up. Yeah. He's gonna shoot the ISB. Same thing. They're exposed. This should get the wound. Just need 2 damage. Crit and hit to crit. That's 2 and 3 again. Block 3. 2 gets through. Or no. Hold on. Block 2. 3 gets through for 2 damage. Hit again for 3. Expose again. And a shove. Just does nothing. Okay. Then, second wound. It's secondaries, so that can't challenge the odds on that. And pop him in there. It's gonna dash. Pop him in there. And we'll flip that for 1 and a momentum. Just not a great turn, but we're stuck with it. And yeah, I can reserve for 1, so oh, there it is again. So if it's not Moff, we can reserve and get Moff. And Moff can... Oh, I think I preemptively got rid of the pin there. I was thinking about using Moff before, so we'll do that now. He is not pinned. We'll walk up. Or use the dash. Should get him in range, so we're definitely flipping the point. They did defensive maneuvers, so they're hunkered. He's gonna focus and hit them for 9 dice, because it is, I don't control it. They have 5 because of Kenobi and melee, 5 crit, and 2 crits and a damage, 2 blocks. So 7 minus 2 is 5, and a damage that will get 6, 7. For a wound. 2 shoves, which doesn't matter. I mean, we could go to the bottom. 5, 6. Yeah. Shove. Expose. Strain. Flip. Krennic could have done a dash and attack, but we score 4 and finish off the game. So, this list definitely did its job here. Late in the game, definitely feels like it's just choking you out with, yeah, with all the protection. Vader steadfast, got the tiebreaker, about to walk up. Definitely got some damage out there. 4 wounds. I mean, it's not. I say they were doing a lot of damage. I mean, Mundi was also most the way to wounded. They only got 4 wounds, but that's high for me. 4 wounds on this side as well. So, but the 2/12 really spiked on their attacks there. um, and that first activation, and Kenobi just kind of one shot and oh, or no, he didn't do that. No, he just pushed. I wanted him to one shot the ISBs, but he just did like half the damage on them. Um, yeah, I think. I mean, I need to test this against another list because this team absolutely struggled on Never Tell Me Odds for sure. Um, when I got going, like it was clear that there's not a lot of um, two objective flip potential with this team. Obi-Wan's only hitting one person. I mean, I did get that jump to claim the empty point on the reserve, which helps. Then could pick something else to flip something else. That was good in struggle too. Mundi, he only had one target to move if he also wanted to dash, so I definitely felt that. I definitely tried to lean more into Kenobi's hunker shenanigans, and I could definitely feel that. I think Wrecker gets dropped here. I mean, this was the slot that I was kind of humming and hawing about. What do I pick here? But decided to lean into being defensive, but he didn't really, he just kind of got ignored, and his bubble didn't really do anything. Maybe I missed some protection on the 212th, but yeah, I mean, I think they got over wounded most of the time, or on the first wound there. Um, they were already protection and steadfast. He was running off on his own, so I think Wrecker definitely gets the drop in list. Maybe Ahsoka comes in. Maybe Barris. I do like Barris. And with Hunkers, she can survive a little more than expected. Might help the mobility of the list. Being able to dart across the board could have maybe gone for this point at some point. So Barris is a consideration. Should be a Jedi. Potential adding dice to their attacks. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, um, let me know what you thought of the teams. Definitely who you would replace Wrecker with in this squad, and what you think of this one. It definitely performed in this match, but I should probably try it out in a little tougher match. Maybe not on odds as well, because they did have the advantage over this team for that as well. Give them a test on sabotage or shifting or something as well. But thank you for watching. Shout out to my patrons, Kenny and Nick. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and look out for more.